Good morning, guys. All right, welcome back to your Chiefs Instagram live at 8 p.m. Malaysian time. Just adjusting my hair, making it look good. All right, Instagram live, which happens 8 p.m. Malaysian time every Sunday, no matter where you are in the world. Please log on. All right, now you can tell all your downlines, log on because you get to see Chief live, okay, on his Instagram live. So welcome to week 29. This is week 29 for all of you all who don't know, okay? And this is an exciting week because you are 1 week more before your rank advancement week, okay? And week 27, 28 must have been beautiful for you. But now, welcome to week 29. And this is me, once again, very comfortable in my bed. All right. So for those of you who are on Instagram Live, you're the luckiest people on the planet. So technically, you are in the most intimate, situation or position right now with me. Okay, guys, it's been an amazing week. All right. QNet is rocking all over the world. For those of you who are in countries where the virus is having a second phase or second wave, I heard, please be careful, all right? Keep your family safe. Use Zoom, use Skype, use FaceTime, use whatever technology and get online to build your network exactly how you did during the total lockdown around the world. And I was watching news, which I never watch. I was watching news quite extensively, and I realized that this virus is going to be part of our journey of life, like the flu. All right, it's going to exist. It's going to continue to exist. But you guys just have to be cautious. All right, keep your family safe, especially the kids and the old people. Wear a mask when you go out. All right, and after you touch everything out there, come back and wash your hands before you touch your face or touch anything at home. All right, so that's my first advice for the supposed second wave of the pandemic going around the world. I believe travel will still be restricted. I'm dying to travel. I'm dying to get into Emirates first class, travel to my favorite countries around the world to see you beautiful morons, to check into a hotel. All right, these are the beautiful perks of being a networker, that you get to see the world. And contrary to popular belief, I'm one of those people who love hotels. All right, but think about it. It's almost like a magical place, because you can do whatever you want, and you leave your room, and you come back, and ta-da! It's all perfect again, thanks to the unbelievable housekeeping employees in every hotel I've stayed around the world. If you're watching, this is Chief Patman Senatiraja saying thank you, all right, for looking after me for so many years around the world. But I don't think travel is going to be opened up so fast, so easily around the world. It is going to take time. So get used to the new normal of network marketing. Get used and get comfortable. But most importantly, get effective, all right, at building your organization, conducting training, all right, using technology. You see, the world is getting smaller, guys. And many of you who don't come from my generation will not believe this. But at one point, we wrote letters, put a stamp on the letter, and send it to the post office. And they would post it to our friend, pen pals, we call them, all right, our relatives. My mother would update her friends and relatives in London, in Canada, all right, in Sri Lanka with a letter. Can you imagine? If you wrote a letter today about this week, week 28, all right, and then by the time it reaches your destination, it was 2 weeks old news. And there was no way to update. Phone calls were tremendously expensive. But today the world has changed, that people are updating everyone in their lives not by the minute, by the second, with Instagram, with Facebook, with Twitter, with Snapchat, with TikTok, all right, which I'm very keen to begin, this TikTok thing. All right, so don't be surprised if you find out I'm on TikTok. Okay, but the world has changed, and the problem is the many of you on this Instagram who are slightly younger than me, slightly only, you don't know how it was. You're only listening to stories from your parents, stories from your upline, all right, like how I listen to stories from my aunties and uncles, the stories from Dato Sri Vijay, okay, we are very close, our age gap, so we went through almost a similar upbringing, me and Dato Sri Vijay, our grand, unbelievable upline, and I realized that you do not appreciate what you have because you never lived without it. Many of you on this call today never lived without the internet. All right, did not live without e-commerce. That many of you don't know what the world is without all this technology. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get faster. So we have to firstly acknowledge that this is not the new normal. We all talk about the new normal. This is life for the next generation and the next generation. That they are not going to attend meetings. They're just going to do everything on Zoom, on Instagram. They're going to communicate to the world on Instagram Live, like what I'm doing right now. And we need to take advantage of this era, of this time, and maximize our lives, maximize the ability to reach out to the world, to communicate, to learn, to understand everything that's happening around the world. That I believe the World Wide Web, that's why it's called WWW. For those of you all who didn't know, World Wide Web, WWW dot, okay? For, I think there's good and bad, okay? Obviously, there are people who take advantage of the internet to scam people, cheat people, hurt people, use it as a propaganda tool for negative purposes. But we are networkers. All right, and we can use this tool called the internet to change lives around the world. And you need to be comfortable with it. You need to love it. But you see, using the tool alone is not enough. You got to be effective. You got to understand that what you're saying reaches the other person. You got to reinvent yourself. All right, you can't be a monotonous, hello, my name is Chief Padman Senati Raja. Welcome to Instagram Live. You can't be like that. All right, you got to connect. It's like having a conversation with your buddy. All right, but the first time I did Instagram Live, let me be honest, I was like, can I do this or not? But now I'm comfortable, guys. I literally ran into my room and logged on at 8 o'clock and jumped into this Instagram Live. So to me, it feels so cool, but this is so personal. Like I'm having a conversation with my downlines all over the world. I love you guys and thank you for the floating hearts. My favorite part of Instagram. So thank you. I love you. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to week 29. It's an exciting week. We're going to raise the bar higher this week. Next week, week 30 will be rank advancement week. Wherever you are in the world, this week, focus on your momentum that you built from week 28. Don't allow it to slow down. Focus on the TATs of all your downlines. Over the weekend, you should review the TATs, engage basic building block number 7, all right? Counsel your upline, understand what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, what you need to do more, okay? And on this Instagram Live, which I believe now I can start talking 8:10, I think the first 10 minutes, I just want people to log on and get comfortable. So wherever you are, get comfortable. Because you have the next 20-25 minutes alone with your one and only chief. Okay? Your upline representing the great ones. Alright? I feel like I'm the luckiest person on the planet to have these two great men as my uplines and mentors. Okay? The heroes of the industry of network marketing. Right? Japadas Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. Alright? So this Instagram Live, I want to talk about a very interesting topic. I hope you guys enjoyed my last Wednesday message. My last Wednesday message, I spoke about rising up. Rise up. Alright? Rise up. And I found that song by Andra Day. And I played it at the end. I hope you like it. So all you have to do is register for VTube Just go to www, which stands for World Wide Web, .vtube.net, register for free, and you can watch my Wednesday message, I think, for 72 hours. If you want to watch it every day for the rest of your life, all right, if you do, okay, then you subscribe and buy VTube Plus on the RSP QNet store, which automatically qualifies you for 50 RSP, and you renew your subscription every month, and your 50 RSP a month is done every month, okay? And today on Instagram Live, I want to talk about duplication. And you heard this word, guys. And when I first got into network marketing, all right, and Dato Sri Vijay told me, Padman, you got to duplicate yourself. I thought he wanted me to get married and have kids, okay? And I was a bit confused. I said, why does he want me to get married so young at the age of 22, okay? But then I realized what he meant by duplication is duplicate yourself in your downlines, all right? That technically create more Padmans, okay? Clone them if possible. And this topic of duplication is misunderstood and today not spoke about enough. This focus on duplication. People say it in their trainings. They say it just like, yeah, okay, duplicate. All right? Like 8 basic building blocks. Number 8 is duplicate. And I want to talk about this today because it's fundamentally important. All right? Now, when you start your journey, okay, you don't know anything. You are an empty cup. If you remember the first time you signed up in QNet, you don't know anything. You didn't know anything. You were absolutely a moron with a dream, just like me. I didn't know anything. Okay, the comp plan I barely remember, all right, when it was presented the first time. You don't memorize the comp plan the first time. Many of you, after listening to the comp plan, went back and forgot completely how it works. Now, this concept of duplication is a transfer of knowledge. That's the first part of duplication. That in the normal industries around the world, like a restaurant industry, business, IT, the bosses don't want to transfer all their knowledge to their subordinates, all right? Because that would make them redundant. And I'm sure you heard this word. Because during the pandemic, a lot of people were made redundant. That means they lost their jobs all over the world, and they are going to become QNet IRs. Unbelievable! All right? Prospects, non-stop. Okay, I don't want to say thanks to the virus because that's bad, because the virus did hurt a lot of people and many people lost their lives, and I pray for them and I feel really sorry for their family. But we have a lot of prospects because a lot of economies collapse, a lot of businesses collapse, and everyone is looking for a way to make money. So welcome to the industry of network marketing. Welcome to QNet, the greatest network marketing company in the world. And those of you all who are logging on, I have a suspicion that not all of you may already be in QNet, and you could be with another company, but you sort of love me, and I'm very flattered, and you love the vision of Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, but your karma put you in a different company. It's not too late. Leave that company and come and join not this company, but this family called QNet and the V. And I promise you, financial freedom will be yours. Guaranteed. All right? So duplication is something that doesn't exist in any other aspect of life. But in network marketing, your goal is to be redundant. Your goal is to duplicate fast enough, effectively enough, crazy enough, that your downlines become independent, but not completely. You must always hold their finger. All right? So you don't let them go and they become arrogant and believe in their own hype and then collapse. You must be always attached to an upline by hook or crook. And if you can't find an upline, come, find me, find Dato Sri Japa, the V partners, Arun Atli Sati, David, Dave Joel is there. All right, you got a lot of great people who you can reach out to become your uplines. But the fact of the matter is duplication in network marketing is to make your downline, all right, as good, okay, but even better than you. If you can make your downlines even better than you, unbelievable. All right? Because that's your goal. You have left, you have right. You want to build the leader on your left. You want to build the leader on your right to be your strongest, most independent, most unbelievable leaders on the planet. So they will build. You max out automatically. And that's the only way You are going to retire one day, sit on a beach if you choose to, drink mango juice, because I don't believe in alcohol, all right, and have a good life, or do rhythm, okay, or open up a new market, or do something. But duplication is a key component. Effective duplication is a key component in financial freedom. That if you really want financial freedom, you have to duplicate yourself effectively, all right, in your organization. Now, everyone asks me, Chief, what is this duplication, Chief? All right, it's, Dr. Sri Vijay told me that, Patman, I want you to create 1,000 Patmans. 1,000. And then we become the greatest network marketing company in the world. Now, I thought, how do I create 1,000 Patmans? You understand? Okay, now obviously through the concept of marriage is not possible, all right, but then I realized that duplication is transferring knowledge, training people, okay, educating them. And today I'm going to talk about what is required for effective duplication. This is fundamental. I just realized I need new glasses, because when I hold the phone here, I can't see you guys and what you're writing. And then as I go further, I see everything clearly. That means I'm short-sighted or long-sighted. Am I short-sighted or long-sighted? When I can't see something near. When you can't see something near, are you long-sighted or short-sighted? Can somebody write the answer? All right? I forgot totally which is long-sighted, which is short-sighted. Okay? But don't worry, the vision is clear. All right? To change the world. So let's talk about duplication. The first part of duplication is duplicating information, duplicating knowledge. That means you should not retain any knowledge to yourself. All right? Neither should you duplicate, all right, unnecessary knowledge. Okay? Don't overload the duplication of knowledge to the point that that person is overwhelmed by so much knowledge that he thinks this is a freaking university. PhD, oh my God, I'm going crazy. All right? You don't. Okay? You just give the right amount of knowledge required for somebody to max out. And that's not a lot of knowledge. So if your uplines are overloading you with knowledge, something is wrong somewhere, guys. Okay? So the first thing is transfer knowledge. The comp plan, the 8 basic building blocks. Don't hold anything back. So the first concept of duplication is making sure that all your leaders, everyone in your first line of building your organization, has the same amount of knowledge. And this can be done on Zoom. Ask them to watch YouTube, okay? Ask them to attend systems, trainings when your country allows it, and transfer that knowledge. Don't hold anything back. But remember, the greatest challenge I feel about transfer of knowledge is when you transfer unnecessary knowledge. And then that moron thinks he's too smart, okay? And then he doesn't do it the right way and screws up the whole network. So first part of duplication is transfer of knowledge. And the transfer itself has to be duplicable. That means don't sit down and say the only place I will transfer knowledge to you, if you come up a mountain, sit by a fireside in the Himalayas, and this is where I will transfer the knowledge to you. I don't know why I made that voice, but I watched a movie where the voice was popular. Okay, transfer the knowledge to you in a campsite. All right, then all share a cup and drink some tea. No need to make it so dramatic, like guys. All right, it should be so easily done, the duplication of knowledge. All right, it can be a standard training in your system. It can be a video that you make. Like all my knowledge is transferred through video. All right, so that I don't have to be around. That one day when I go home to my original home upstairs, my knowledge will still remain and still being transferred. Dr. Sri Vijay, Japa's videos will be there for infinity, for forever, guys. Right? So use technology to transfer knowledge. Have training sessions and connect people from all over the world and make sure that your whole network has the same amount of basic knowledge, all right, required to start networking. And, all right, for the rest of your leadership, make sure that they have enough knowledge to become a leader. And this is where communication skill, This is where they have to learn how to handle confrontation before conflict. They have to need to know to inspire. And most importantly, the leaders need to know how to handle challenging markets. How do I handle my network? All right. How do I handle my network when there is a negative article in the newspaper or some Google search drama? All right. How? And this is what you got to train your leadership. That knowledge. But that knowledge doesn't have to be transferred to everyone. The basic knowledge has to go to everyone. That's first. Second is attitude. And attitude also have to transfer, Alright? Remember this. That attitude, thank you for the hearts, guys. Love you guys from all over the world. Thank you for logging on to Chief Live on Instagram. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. Okay? And attitude is something people don't duplicate. They think that everyone can be their own personality and do whatever they want. No! Alright? They're morons. They're arrogant, some of your downlines. Full cup. Okay? Don't know how to build relationships. Okay? Complain all the time. Alright? Don't know how to practice the rule positive down, negative up. You understand? So the right attitude needs to be duplicated to your downlines also. Okay, and this requires not only training but requires one-on-one time. You see, a lot of people fail to understand. Dato Sri Vijay spent hours with me, okay, not giving me knowledge, guys. He transferred attitude. He realigned my attitude. He got me to think like an entrepreneur. He got me to embrace that this journey will have challenges. He got me to understand how to handle the type of downlines that will come into your organization. He got me to stand strong facing the greatest adversity and not allow, your weakness or fear to be seen or felt by others. That as leaders, he told me that, Patman, you have to stand strong no matter what. That people depend on you. And he built layer by layer. Dato Sri Vijay built the right attitude for me today on this Instagram Live, proudly to say that representing our founders as your upline. Alright? And that's what an upline needs, that duplication down to his downlines. So attitude needs to be duplicated. The warriorship attitude, the ownership attitude, the entrepreneurship attitude, all of this needs to be transferred, duplicated down to your organization. That a network marketing organization must be positive all the time. I don't care if the world says we are fake positive people. Alright, you fake it long enough, it becomes real, guys. Okay, so that attitude will be transferred. So knowledge, attitude. And the third, alright, is the heart. Okay, the heart of your organization. This is something that I believe is the most important. Because if you are building a network marketing organization, unlike a traditional business, unlike every other organization or all the moronic other companies who claim they are better than QNet, if you're comparing yourself to QNet, that's a compliment to us. That means we are the best and you're trying to be better than us. Thank you for the compliment to everyone from any other company around the world. But you see, the difference here in QNet is that you're not building an organization, that you're building a family. And that duplication of the concept of family, the duplication of care, the duplication of love, alright, the duplication of I will be there for you in your darkest hour. That everyone in your organization, especially your leadership, has to have the same heart that Dato Sri Vijay has. That he built this organization with the purpose of changing lives, with the intent of being there, alright, being in countries where no other MLM company has the guts to go, but we go. Because we don't choose whose life we change. We want to change every life around the world. We want to at least provide this opportunity of entrepreneurship to anyone, anywhere in the world, regardless of race, religion, creed, nationality. Alright, we will take any risk because that's who we are. That we want to touch 1 billion hearts. That we will stand, we will fight for the truth in any country. That we have had a lot of challenges in many countries around the world, but we have never walked out from any country. No matter how great the challenge is, no matter how big the negativity, the attack from media or government, all right, we will stand firm to the truth that we are here to change lives. We are here to raise ourselves to help mankind. We want to make a difference. And that heart, all right, Dr. Sri transferred to me, duplicated. Not at the age of 22, I was too arrogant and too stupid to understand the heart. But at the age of 26, I understood my purpose. I understood clearly why the founders, the great ones, Jayaprakash Bismarck and Dr. Sri Vijay, talk the way they talk. Fight for our dreams. And that heart has to be duplicated, all right, to your whole organization. That yes, max out is important. Yes, financial freedom, TAT, all this, these are all mechanisms, you understand? But the heart is important. That you got to build an organization that cares. You got to duplicate this heart in your leaders, that they also care, that they want to make a difference in people's lives, that they will fight for others' dreams, that they will stay strong no matter what. All right, this is important. Okay, and I'm talking knowledge, attitude, and heart coming from your grand uplines. All right, the V, the ultimate upline. And then the fourth thing that you have to duplicate is the DNA of your organization. Now, this is very important, and each one of you belong to organizations. You got groups, your names, all right, all over. You got fantastic groups, Knights, Infinity, all right, Infinity Millennials. You got United Eagles, Universal Energy Team. You understand? You have Amuba, you got Jengol, Pathfinders, Dream Achievers, North Star, Ocean, okay, We Are One, Everest. You got so many organizations around the world, all right. You got Mir Team, New Era Team, Diamonds, okay. You got so many, some of you belong to certain uplines like Hamid's organization, Hussein's organization, all right. You got Championess, okay. You got so many organizations around the world, all right. And each of these organizations have a DNA. They have what they stand for. All right. What is their core principles? What is their fundamental, all right, messaging? And this DNA, that means if I question somebody in the lowest part of your organization who just signed up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, if I sign up somebody, all right, okay, in the lowest, all right, part of your organization, okay, that person should understand your DNA. And that DNA has to continue. And I've seen organizations, all right, okay, all around the world, okay, from the organization I mentioned, Titans, another organization, unbelievable, all right, and these organizations, okay, have a DNA. And that DNA has to be right to the last person. Now, what is the DNA? This is very important. A DNA, now you got knowledge, attitude, heart. The DNA is the culture of your organization. What is the culture of your team? Is it a culture that focuses on presentation, or rule 3, 15 presentations a month? Now that has to be duplicated almost like a religion. All right? It cannot change in your organization. One DNA that must be understood, applied by everyone, non-negotiable. That means I question anyone. What are your 3 DNAs of your organization? Or forget the word DNA. What are the 3 most important parts of your organization culture? And everyone I question in your organization, whether it's a team, all right, okay, it must say, they must say the same things. They must say the same things. All right? They must always say, all right, whether you are wave 15, powerful tide, okay, all right, Oscars, you have to say the same thing, guys. That means the 3 DNAs of the organization. So ask yourself, do you, being part of an organization, clearly understand the 3 DNAs, the 3 top DNAs of your organization? Is it presentation? Is it fine tune or activate in 48 hours? Is it max out within 24 months? All right. Is it achieve your first check in the first week? What is it? What is the DNA of your organization? And this is something you have to ask your uplines. What are the 3 top DNAs that is supposed to be duplicated throughout the organization? Something you must talk and talk and talk and talk. And duplication is repetition, repetition, repetition. So the repetition of knowledge, the repetition of what an attitude of a networker should be, an attitude of an upline, downline. Number 3, the repetition of what the heart is supposed to be of a networker in this organization. All right, that unconditional love. All right, stand up for what you believe in, that heart, that you care for people. Regardless the size of their check, you will be there with them throughout the journey, never giving up on them until they achieve greatness in this organization called QNet and the V. And the 4th is the duplication of the key culture and DNA of your organization. And this must be a mantra, all right? That this must be repeated. If you observe all my videos that I've done for 22 years, always presentación, presentación, presentación. All right? I talk about max out because I want this to be instilled in your mind. Duplication. That presentación is the key to success. That max out is possible and you should aim for it. No matter where you are, how difficult or easy your journey is, max out must happen. And I realized today that if I question 10 different people from your organization, the truth, all right, each of you will give a different answer. What is the top 3 DNAs of your organization? All right, and that is not good. If you want to build an organization that is going to max out everyone and take you to the next level, all right, then you need to be clear on what you are duplicating in your organization. What is that non-negotiable top 3 culture, behavior, DNA that everyone in your organization will follow, will say, all right, okay, and act on it. Whether it's presentación, and don't just say presentación. Is it a culture? Yes. How many a month? Is it TAT? Is it first check in the week or first week or Act 48 or max out within 24 months or 12 months? All right, or find 10 directs within 1 week. There must be a culture. Top 3, right? That must be put on a t-shirt. All right, by the way, this is a cool t-shirt. It has the V, all right? And it's like a flag of the V, okay? All right? It must be a culture. It must be duplicated, 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 spoken about, repeated thousands of times that everyone understands it. Are you guys with me? So whichever organization you come from wherever in the world, remember this. The key to financial freedom, the key to you being positively redundant is duplication. The effective duplication of knowledge, attitude, the heart, and the DNA of your organization. Align with the great ones, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck. And use technology. Use technology, all right, and make sure, all right, that you tell everyone the same message. Thank you. Long-sighted, you're right. If I can't see near is long-sighted. I can't see far is short-sighted. Long-sighted. I'm getting long-sighted. I need new glasses. All right. But remember this. Use technology. Use videos. Use whatever. But duplicate. The faster you duplicate, the less people will drop out. The faster you duplicate, the less people will give up. The faster you duplicate, the faster people see their checks. The faster and more efficiently you duplicate, all right, then you know what network marketing is about. So basic building block number 8, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And in closing of my Instagram live today, all right, the best way to add another layer to duplicate is not only what you say, is what you do, how you live, who you are. So if you tell people presentation, then you as an upline better be a presentation machine. If you tell people Act 48, then you better have done Act 48 every week if necessary as an upline. If you tell people max out in 12 months, 24 months, 6 months, then you better have somebody in your organization who have done it. If you tell people care from your heart, be there for your downlines all the time, then you better display that same behavior of care in your journey as upline. So this is your chief talking about duplication, duplication, duplication. That's the key to success in network marketing. Welcome to week 29, guys. My Wednesday message coming on Wednesday. It's going to rock. Please register for vtube.net. Just go to www, which stands for World Wide Web for your information, baby. All right, .vtube.net and register for free. All right, guys. And this Instagram live is going to be in my grid. I just learned that word lately. It's going to be in my grid. That means the video is just going to be there permanently. All right. So I love you guys so much. And welcome to week 29. Let's rock it. And remember, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. That's the true key to financial freedom. All right. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Take care. Welcome to week 29. Let's rock it.